Hello, I bet you'll never guess my name, but nevertheless let's talk about some useful gadgets and accessories, and as usual useful gadgets and accessories means ddHiFi. And those guys are so creative that while this products came to me, actually they already create a few new interesting things. And as usual, all of them can be pretty useful in some scenarios, so let's talk about them. And while another USB cable, pretty good one, and USB Type-C digital to analog converter, also pretty good one, pretty regular thing, this device or gadget or adapter named TC28CPro is pretty useful, but at the same time it's fun that no one created it before. So what it does, basically this schema already shows it to you. And when you listen to some portable digital to analog converter that gets power from USB, it drains your smartphone battery. And what about some long listening session, for example, or when your smartphone battery is pretty drained already and is low, this gadget can help you. You connect it to your smartphone. From one side you connect USB on the go digital to analog converter, from another USB power, and it will power digital to analog converter, will charge your smartphone and transfer data from smartphone to the digital to analog converter. So pretty interesting thing. Let's dig inside. Under this sleeve we getting regular familiar recycled cardboard box. You'll get a short USB charging cable. Unfortunately, sticker here was more durable than the package itself. It's just like simple USB Type-C cable. And here is this adapter. Compact, nice, made of good aluminum, labeled as a sample because it's a sample one. And here are three connectors. So USB Type-C goes to your smartphone, here goes charging, and here goes USB Type-C digital to analog converter, and it just works doing its stuff. Just keep in mind that it doesn't support fast charging, and also it doesn't work with some particular models of smartphones. You can get more info on the ddHiFi website. I will add links to the description. But besides that, really useful gadget that I actually often use during last few weeks. Sorry. Next thing is the USB cable, and I already reviewed and showed you a lot of cables by ddHiFi. But actually, you know, I look at all the available combinations, and I need virtually all of them, because all of them makes a lot of sense. They have two lines of cables, more expensive and advanced NICs 9 with separate data wire and power wire. They go separately insulated in different tubes of insulation. And a bit more affordable NICs 7 line with separate power and data, but they go in one shielding and one layer of insulation. But still they paid a lot of attention for different materials. You can read on their website. It's pretty sophisticated combination of pure silver leads, silver plated copper leads, and other cables to provide the best possible signal transmission, and also reduce any possible interference. So ddHiFi position NICs 9 for the high-end devices and NICs 7 for the more affordable desktop setups. And you can choose two lengths, 50 centimeters and 100 centimeters. 50 goes for $60 and 1 meter goes for $80. And you can get really different combinations with USB Type A, USB Type B, USB Type-C on one side, and different connectors including Lightning and Type A on the other side. So this one is Type C to Type B. basically to connect some desktop digital to analog converter to some smartphone. And let's go inside, familiar box, and traditional familiar cable. So stripe of Velcro to open it. Let's see it. I won't remove this film because it requires some additional tools like scissors. So nice big gold-plated USB Type-B connector that will go nicely into any device. And this part is absolutely top-notch. It's recent creation of ddHiFi. It helps you to remove the cable. It's like the best option I've seen. You don't need to pull the cable, you just getting perfect grip and disconnect it. And maybe camera won't show it fully, but here is complex shielding, and inside of this shielding goes two separate cables. And it goes, and on the other side we're getting USB Type-C with same convenient grip and nice combination of silver and gold parts of the connector, so looks really fancy. And not also looks, but works perfectly. I use it to connect all my players to FiiO K9 Pro, and it works great. Last but definitely not the least is TC44Pro. It's USB Type-C digital to analog converter made in ddHiFi style. Here I used two Cirrus Logic 43131 chips, and it's fully balanced digital to analog converter with 120 milliwatts output per each channel. Supports high resolution and native DSD, so pretty good even in terms of specifications. But of course ddHiFi added here a bit of extra signature features. Inside, of course, we're getting familiar cardboard box, and digging into it will give us two things. First one is digital to analog converter itself, and second one is that actually is this small lanyard. Really useful thing for everyday carry. Where is the opening of this bag? So here it is. Let's pull it out. So it's designed in no cable manner, and you can see that they used interesting combination of machined aluminum and carbon backplate. So also labeled as a sample for me. And here on the side we're getting Pentacon balanced output. That's probably why they oriented it horizontally. Also there is a LED indicator and a big hole for the lanyard. And actually they made it pretty big, so it will be much easier to fit the lanyard here. But still it will require some trial and error attempts later. But I won't fit it now, but you can get an idea. So you're getting this small lanyard loop, and you can carry it with you everywhere you'd like, and then just plug and listen to the music. In terms of power consumption, it's like slightly below average. It consumes the power of your smartphone, of course, but below average. So I probably need to start doing some practical tests, but it's definitely not the most power hungry dongle. And for the $80 it offers really great sound quality. First of all, it's pretty quiet with good black background, at least with my sources. I usually use my players as USB Type-C source, but forgot to mention you can also get the same digital to analog converter with Lightning connector, and it goes under the same price, which is pretty good, because in the past you had to pay extra for the USB, for the Lightning. So nice black background, pretty good driving power, so with almost all IEMs you won't get any issues, and even full-size headphones can be driven. Actually, Odyssey mentioned that they require their new MM500 requires at least 100 milliwatts. So from the end balanced out, this device will be able to drive MM500, but at the minimum level, because for the recommended level they suggested 250 milliwatts. But of course, not speaking about planars, it can drive a lot of headphones or some more efficient planars or something like that. In terms of sound, we're getting pretty deep bass with good tight impact, slightly on the weighty side of things, but not too much. Despite of a bit of additional weight, it doesn't sound warm or like going far from being natural and balanced. Nice speed, so it will be good both for electronic music and for something more natural and rich with small nuances. Mids are offering great emotion representation, what I liked here, and also they offered pretty good imaginary stage, noticeably above average in width and in depth. And the rest is like what you can expect, with a decent amount of detalization without much focus on every part, so nice balanced mids. And the treble have maximum extension. Of course, layering is virtually absent, but it's typical for the inexpensive USB Type-C digital tonal converters. Great basic overtone saturation and normal high overtones, not perfect but pretty good. So that gives you nice sense of instruments and also even some idea about the room where it was recorded, if of course it's present in the record. So if you like such format, it can be a really good digital tonal converter for you. So here are all gadgets I wanted to tell you about today. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.